The simplicity of the law of assumption is that it works for everyone, all the time. Yes, the law is working for you right this very moment, whether you are aware of it or not. This is because the law of assumption is concerned with one important aspect: our feelings and imagination. Each one of us is imagining something every day. This act of imagining gives rise to feelings and emotions, and those feelings then create a state. If your life is almost the same on a day-to-day basis, it is very likely that you are going to be focused on the very same things every day. Every day you wake up the same way, go to work the same way, and meet the same people, so this repeated pattern is going to make you feel the very same way. Since there is no growth, you won't manifest something different either. I learned through Dr. Joe Dispenza's work that the only reason my life is not changing is that it's like a movie that is being played on, again and again, every day. Most people never go out of their comfort zones. Okay, probably asking someone to go out of their comfort zone is too much to ask, but at least being open to new experiences is something we can all do. I don't know if we realize how important it is for us to get out of our routine once in a while and put ourselves in environments that make us feel and think in a different manner. Each one of you who is listening to me right now is a creator and is aware of this great power they have. That's why you love this content about Neville Goddard and the law of assumption. So, I want to think and reflect on what I am going to say just now. If you are a creator, don't you need any inspiration to create? Have you ever come across passionate painters who look for inspiration for their next painting in nature, inside themselves, and basically everywhere? Have you noticed how an author is also a keen observer of people and the world around him? This keen observation helps him find inspiration for his new piece of writing. Similarly, you too are a creator, and you are in charge of creating your own perfect life the way you want. But what would that life look like? Sure, you can say that I want this amount of money, this type of physique, and so on, but you have to go much deeper than that. For every desire you have to know how it makes you feel, and how would you know that? By observing the world around you, by observing people around you, and by opening yourself to new experiences whenever possible. So, for the sake of becoming a better manifester, go out of your routine for a few days. If you wake up at 8 a.m., try waking up at 7 for no reason at all. If you brush your teeth with your right hand, try brushing them with your left. Take small actions that might look insignificant to anyone, but they will be akin to disrupting your routine. That's what you need: disruption. Some disruption in your current lifestyle is needed to make you think and feel a different way. Or if you can, just go out of your city or your country for a few days. See new people and places. Talk to new people who are not part of your everyday life and try to understand life from their perspective. This is crucial for stirring your imagination. Sitting on your couch all day and watching new videos on YouTube is not going to change the way you perceive things. You have to find inspiration as a creator. For inspiration, you need to become a better observer too. That is why Neville Goddard greatly emphasized spending some time in silence. When you sit in silence by yourself, you get some time to break free from your incessant thoughts. Your mind is always commenting on one thing or the other. It has an opinion about everything, whether it's you who are doing something or some other person. This happens when your mind is on autopilot mode. The worst part about keeping your mind on autopilot mode is that it is going to keep you stuck to the emotions of your past. Because by staying connected to the emotions of your past, you think of the same events again and again. Thinking about the same things over and over again is only going to strengthen the same neural connections in your brain. As those neural circuits harden, they become a permanent part of your personality. This is why so many people try changing their reality and applying the law to their desires, but just because their mind is on autopilot mode, no matter how hard they try, they cannot get out of the same thought loops. Sitting in silence or meditating might seem like the most boring and useless thing to do. And to be really honest, if your mind is used to incessant thinking, sitting in silence might be a painful experience for you in the beginning. The moment you will sit down, close your eyes, and will try to concentrate, thousands of thoughts will come rushing in. Most of them will be related to your past and will make you react in some way. A lot of people start meditating and they say that their mind seems to be getting worse. But those who stick through the excruciating first 2 weeks are likely to stick to it for the rest of their lives. So, till now, I have given you two valuable pieces of advice, and if you use both of them, you will definitely see a huge change in your manifestation capabilities. The first one is to find inspiration by opening yourself to new life experiences, and the second is to sit in silence every day, no matter how difficult it might seem. Now, in the last part of the video, I am going to give you a few easy steps to manifest anything you want, and you will see how what we have learned till now will help you on your path of reality creation. Once you would have opened up yourself to new experiences and would have become a keen observer, it would be far easier for you to create a desired experience in your mind. This means visualizing yourself in a future where you are living the kind of life you want. It is highly recommended that you use visualization right before you go to sleep. This is what Neville Goddard called SATs, and we have discussed this concept in a lot of detail on this channel a couple of times. SATs is the simple technique of visualizing your desired future a couple of times when you are in a very drowsy state, just before entering sleep. The fun part of this drowsy state is that your conscious mind is silent at this time, so there are just no thoughts. When there are no opposing thoughts, whatever you visualize will find a path to your subconscious mind with ease. It is important that you practice SATs every night before sleep until you become convinced that what you desire is bound to come to your physical reality. Neville called this the naturalness of your desire. The more you practice SATs, the more natural your desire will feel to you. Once you are a few days into SATs, you can then incorporate the revision technique before bed. The purpose of this technique is to just rewrite any unpleasant past experiences in your mind. Let's say you had an accident as a kid that left you with an injury. So, through revision, you would try to create a new memory of your past where there was no accident and no injury. Essentially, you are trying to overwrite the negative experience of your past through the power of your imagination. While SATs helps you design your future, revision helps you get rid of the negative experiences of your past. Using both of these techniques simultaneously is thus a sure-shot recipe for success. Once you start using them both, you don't need anything else to bring your desire to fruition other than just trying to stay positive most of the time. That's a given. If you allow negative thoughts to creep in, they will disturb your peace of mind and will eventually take you out of your desired state. Since we don't want that, it's a good idea to stay vigilant of what thoughts you are thinking at any given point in time. Don't worry, you don't have to monitor every thought that arises. Just focus on how you feel. Do you feel in alignment with your desired future? Good. It means you are thinking helpful thoughts. In case you are not feeling so good, it's time to look at your thoughts and change the ones that are causing trouble. The next step in your successful manifestation journey is to keep watching my channel. Click now on the video on the screen to be inspired by another video.